Hello artists! Today we are going to be drawing a couple of mushrooms for our Square One art, and we're all going to have a square sheet of paper. Yours might have a little label at the top. I'm here with my niece Inara and my daughter Hazel. So let's get started. Remember, when we're doing our Square One art, we don't want to draw too close to the edge. So our main emphasis or our image is going to be closer to the center. Our first mushroom is going to be off to the side a little bit. Remember, leave some space at the sides. So I'm going to draw a curved line like that, kind of like a rainbow line. And then I'm going to close that up with the curved line at the bottom. That's the top of one mushroom. Then I'll add a curve shape underneath for the stem of my mushroom. I'm going to be drawing 3 mushrooms, but if you want to draw more, you're welcome to draw more. Then I'm going to draw a little tiny one, a little baby one over here. So I'm going to do the same thing, just a curved line. Remember, don't get too close to the edge of your paper. Leave some space. Draw another curved line to close it up. And then give my little mushroom a stem. Now we're going to draw a big one. That's why we left this space here. So there's going to be large, medium, and small. So this one's going to be a large rainbow shape. Making sure not to get too close to the edge of your paper. Close it up. And then again, this time, this big one's going to be behind, so I don't want to draw right through my medium-sized mushroom. I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to jump over to the other side to continue my stem shape. All right, those look great. Now let's add some details to our mushrooms. You can add polka dots. Sometimes I add a little half circle for the polka dot, just to make it look like the pattern is continuing. I'm going to do that to all of my mushrooms. If you want to add different patterns onto each mushroom, you can. Be as creative as you want. You can even add faces to your mushrooms. Now this is a nice, neat picture. And if some of you are wondering what's behind our picture, we have some loose paper behind there so that our Sharpies don't bleed through onto my table. So now I'm going to add a few details to the background. I want to add some leaves just to give my mushrooms a setting, a place to be. So you can draw any leaves you want, or you can even just draw blades of grass, like with these long triangles, so it looks like there's grass behind. You can add some details there, maybe some texture lines. I'm going to add a big leaf back here, making sure not to get too close to the edge. Remember, anything that gets too close to the edge will get cut off for our stickers. So just add some of these other things from nature in the background. And now, the last thing you want to add, other than other minor details that you want to add, is your name. So again, we don't want to write our names close to the edge of our paper. We want it close to the middle and the main image of our picture. So find a place and just write your name. I'm going to write mine right under this little mushroom. If you wanted to, you could also add the year. So I might add 2022.
Or your last name.
You can also add your last name, however much you want to fit onto your drawing. Now, the last thing to do is color your entire picture. And we're going to fast forward this part. Here's a little tip. If you have a lot of space to fill in, like this background, I don't want to just leave it white, that doesn't make it very interesting. I want to complete my picture, so I'm actually going to use a crayon. A crayon is a good thing to use to fill in a large amount of space. And I'm going to fill it in much quicker. If you were to do this with a marker or another drawing utensil, it might take a long time. So I recommend using a crayon to color in that empty space in the background. All right, we finished coloring. Wow, look how different and unique each of these pictures are. And Nara, I really liked how you filled in your whole background of your picture and you added some value. Some of these darker blue parts make a nice shadow. And Hazel, yours is really interesting too. I like how you added a variety of colors and look how you filled your background in a unique way. I liked how both of you added some interesting details by giving your mushrooms faces. Now, do you want to say anything?
I like Hazel's about she filled in the holes instead of white, but she put them like rainbow. I like Miss Lee's, but she did the background like tie-dye. I like Anara's because hers has faces and stuff like that and different patterns on each one. And I also like the leaves and clouds. I like Miss Lee's because my maybe is Miss Lee. I like Mommy because I like this pattern thing. And the different colors on the leaves.
What about yours do you like yourself?
I like this thing.
How about you now? What do you like about yours?
The shadows.
And I liked that I went over my details again with a black crayon to just kind of make it stand out a little bit more so like the main image kind of pops. All right, now it's your turn.